They told him it was just age, but they were all wrong. They say that after 60, a man should learn to accept. Accept that touch becomes rare, desire fades, connection grows distant. And emotions? A luxury only the young can afford. They call it natural. They say it's just part of getting old. But what if they're wrong? What if what's slipping away isn't stolen by time, but by something else entirely? Because the truth is, many don't realize these quiet changes. The fatigue, the distance, the silence between two people who once couldn't spend a night apart. They don't only come from aging, they come from deficiency. A body crying out for help, in silence. Poor blood flow, lacking essential nutrients, and above all, a lack of understanding. Maybe you've felt it, or seen it in the eyes of someone you love. That slow decline that sneaks in, right at the time of life that was meant to be restful, warm, and full of gentle joys. But instead, too many men spend these golden years out of breath, disconnected, drifting quietly from the woman they once adored. Their bodies slow, their emotions shut down, and physical closeness becomes a memory, a painful one. But what's even more heartbreaking? So many have accepted it. They've mistaken this fading for normal. And yet, and the most surprising part, these vital nutrients aren't found in pills. They're not locked away in expensive treatments. They're in something far more simple, far more natural. They're hidden in everyday fruits. Yes, fruits. Fruits so ordinary you've walked past them in markets your entire life. But inside them, compounds so powerful they awaken what you thought was gone forever. Circulation, desire, connection. Today, I'll show you the 4 fruits that have quietly restored life, love, and vitality for men over 60. Not with chemicals, but with nature's ancient wisdom. We've seen it. Quiet, retired men who once lived in silence. Now laugh again. Couples who thought their passion had vanished. Now rediscover each other deeply. Not through magic, not through medication, but from small, consistent changes. A handful of grapes, a slice of ripe papaya, a cup of mulberry juice at dawn, and the rediscovery of touch, warmth, and self. It all begins with the first fruit. 1. Purple grapes, the circulation catalyst. While many after 60 turn to pills, tonics, or expensive supplements, there is one fruit, simple and unassuming, that quietly repairs and revitalizes the most essential system of all: blood flow. Purple grapes contain a miracle compound called resveratrol. This natural antioxidant doesn't just help the heart. It opens blood vessels, lowers pressure, and sends life back to the parts of you that need it most. Men have said they felt it, first in their hands, then their energy, then in the quiet rekindling of emotions they thought had vanished forever. This isn't a stimulant. It's not aggressive. It's nature's gentle hand, knocking softly at the door of your vitality. Doctor recommends just 1 small bowl of fresh grapes daily, or a glass of juice in the morning. No pressure on the heart, no harm to the liver. Only quiet restoration. For women, purple grapes help soothe the nervous system, relieve dryness, and restore warmth and sensitivity, often without them even realizing how far they drifted from their own sense of self. Because purple grapes aren't just fruit, they're a message from your body. I'm still here. I still feel. Let me come alive again. And that's only the first. 2. Mulberries, the kidney's secret ally. Sweet, tangy, and tied to childhood memories. Mulberries hold an unexpected gift for those over 60. They quietly detox the kidneys, cleanse the urinary tract, and restore something even deeper: your inner confidence. Why is this important? Because when the kidneys weaken with age, waste builds up, circulation slows, and the body begins to lose its sense of pleasure, even its sense of self. Men lose sensitivity. Women feel discomfort. Both grow distant, without ever knowing why. But mulberries, rich in anthocyanins and ellagic acid, begin to change that. They cleanse, they cool the body, they relieve the silence that crept in where connection once lived. Just a glass of mulberry juice a day, And within weeks, many feel lighter, clearer, and more at ease in their bodies, especially when sharing them with someone they love. Because sometimes, intimacy doesn't start with romance. It starts with relieving discomfort, restoring energy, and simply feeling good again. 3. Ripe papaya, nature's testosterone trigger. Bright, soft, and rich with tropical sweetness. Ripe papaya isn't just refreshing. It's a quiet powerhouse for any man over 60. Why? Because it gently supports the production of testosterone, the very hormone that defines energy, masculinity, and desire. With age, testosterone declines. So does motivation, vitality, and the feeling of being a man. But papaya, rich in vitamins A, C, and E, along with papain, supports liver health, reduces inflammation, and frees your body to begin rebuilding testosterone. Naturally. Even more, vitamin C helps lower cortisol, the stress hormone that kills passion before it ever begins. And with balance restored, the spark returns. The mornings are brighter, and the distance begins to close. Just a bowl of papaya in the morning, and the quiet fire inside begins to glow again. 4. Lychee, fruit of emotion and sleep. And then there is lychee. Sweet, fragrant, gentle. For many, it's just a fruit. But for the weary heart, the restless sleeper, the distant partner, it's a bridge back to rest, emotion, and connection. Lychee contains natural sugars, calming compounds, and melatonin-like agents that help regulate sleep, balance mood, and ease the mind. Because poor sleep isn't just tiring, it's destructive. It erodes hormones, dulls emotions, and turns relationships into routines. But lychee, when taken in the evening, helps calm the storm inside. And when sleep returns, so does life. So what now? If you've ever believed that your best years were behind you, let nature prove you wrong. You don't need to chase youth. You just need to nourish the life still burning inside you. With a few fruits, a little understanding, and a quiet belief that it's never too late to feel again. Because you're not done. You're not fading. You're simply being called to awaken. If this message speaks to you, subscribe and follow us. We'll keep sharing gentle, powerful ways to help you live fully, at any age. Because every man deserves to feel whole, every woman deserves to be cherished, and every love story deserves a second sunrise.